Welcome. Today, I'm presenting LifeStack, the sovereign governance layer for the AI era. Our thesis is simple but critical. AI without sovereignty is unsustainable. As artificial intelligence becomes more powerful and pervasive, the absence of true user control, consent, and governance threatens to undermine trust in the entire ecosystem. LifeStack solves this fundamental problem. Let me start with the problem. AI is growing faster than trust. Users fear surveillance. Enterprises face liability they can't manage. Governments are deeply concerned about AGI misalignment. And here's the critical insight. No AI lab, not OpenAI, not Anthropic, not Google, offers real sovereignty or meaningful consent. There's no auditability, no revocation, no identity chain. The infrastructure simply isn't there. The world is losing trust in AI because there is no governance layer. That's the gap LifeStack fills. Now let's address the elephant in the room. There's a narrative gaining traction, a dystopian vision where users own nothing and have no privacy. Centralized data harvesting, behavioral manipulation, involuntary training on your personal information, zero control, no economic fairness. But here's the truth. This outcome is not inevitable. It's a choice. LifeStack flips the power structure. Users own their data. Users control consent. Users can revoke at any time. And users can monetize their data voluntarily. We're building the alternative future. Here's a counterintuitive insight that changes the entire investment thesis. The big labs are not your competitors. OpenAI, Anthropic, Google, xAI, they cannot build this themselves. Why? Because they have fundamental conflicts of interest. Their business models depend on data. They face regulatory pressure that requires neutral governance. Their safety boards can't self-certify. The political optics are impossible. They need LifeStack, but they cannot invent LifeStack. That's our strategic moat. So what is LifeStack? It's a sovereign consent, identity, and governance layer. Let me break down the core innovations. First, codon-based governance, modular rules that define data boundaries. Second, an opt-in, opt-out consent engine with real-time granular control. Third, SPI-compliant auditability for full transparency. Fourth, revocable memory boundaries, users can delete data retroactively. Fifth, action gating for autonomous agents. Sixth, federated identity across platforms. Seventh, data lifecycle rules. And eighth, behavioral trace receipts, immutable records of every AI interaction. This is the missing part of AGI. Without these components, AGI cannot be safely deployed. Now let's talk about the business model, because this is where most privacy solutions fail. LifeStack offers a three-tier consent model. Users can share nothing and operate in full private mode. They can share some data for personalization and reduced friction. Or they can share all and receive compensation or premium benefits. This is critical. It neutralizes the investor fear that privacy means no revenue. We're not destroying the economic model, we're evolving it. Privacy plus economics plus sovereignty. All three working together. Here's why the big labs will adopt LifeStack. First, it reduces their liability exposure. Second, it lowers regulatory risk. Third, it provides trust marketing and differentiation. Fourth, it gives them legal, auditable user data. And fifth, it prepares them for AGI readiness. LifeStack becomes a compliance and trust layer, not a threat to their models. It's infrastructure they need but can't build themselves. That's why adoption is inevitable. Our go-to-market strategy is built on 4 independent paths. Path 1. The sovereign sidecar for individuals. LifeStack runs alongside all AI models. Path 2. API bridge for enterprises, providing trust, audit, and compliance. Path 3. The sovereign world model, our reference architecture and M&A attractor. Path 4. Regulatory alignment, we become the template when legislation arrives. The key insight, we don't need permission to deploy. We go direct to users and enterprises. The big labs will integrate because they have to, not because we asked. Let's talk about market size. This is a universal layer. The TAM is the entire AI industry. All consumer AI, all enterprise AI, all AGI frameworks, all data centers. all compliance industries, all digital identity systems. We're looking at a total addressable market of $50 to $100 billion in governance, compliance, and privacy markets alone. And it scales directly with AI adoption, which is exponential. This is not a niche play. It's foundational infrastructure. Now let's talk about AGI safety. This is not optional. LifeStack provides the essential safety components: consent, identity, memory boundaries, safety constraints, governance rules, audit trails, and action gating. Without these primitives, AGI is unsafe. Period. No lab can deploy AGI responsibly without this infrastructure. That's not a marketing claim. It's a technical and regulatory reality. LifeStack is the safety layer that makes AGI possible. Our execution roadmap is clear and phased. Phase 1. API bridge deployments with enterprise customers. Phase 2. Sovereign sidecar for individuals. Phase 3. Sovereign node for decentralized deployment. Phase 4. Regulatory partnerships and standards. Phase 5. Global rollout. Each phase builds on the previous one, reducing risk and accelerating adoption. We're not betting on one path, we're building multiple reinforcing vectors. What about competition? The short answer: there isn't any. Existing players offer privacy wrappers, data vaults, or encryption solutions. But none deliver codon governance, consent routing, identity chains, audit trails, action gating, or cross-model sovereignty. They're solving adjacent problems, not the core governance challenge. LifeStack is in a category of one. We're not competing, we're defining the category. So here's the ask. We're seeking strategic funding to accelerate development. We're looking for enterprise partnerships for API bridge pilots. We want regulatory partnerships to shape standards. And we're building early adopter programs for the sovereign sidecar. What do you get? Exposure to foundational AI infrastructure with exponential growth, strategic positioning ahead of regulation, and alignment with the trust and safety narrative that's reshaping the industry. This is the ground floor of AI governance. To close, LifeStack is the constitutional layer for intelligent systems. Just as constitutions define the rules and rights that govern societies, LifeStack defines the rules and rights that govern AI. The future will not be sovereign unless we build it. The question isn't whether AI governance infrastructure will exist. It's who will build it and whether it will serve users or extract from them. We're building the former. Thank you.